But the people who jump in and they survive, those are the ones who become, you know, the legends and the successes.
The core of it is really just being willing to get beaten up, right? That's it. Just be willing to get beaten up and embrace those moments where instead of it being a fearful thought, it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity to level up. It's an opportunity to do better and, you know, take that next step forward. Yes. So it's really just still being, so I guess strong stomach is you're still afraid, but you still move forward.
Yes. And it's funny. I was just reading this email from, I'm sure you've heard of Andrew Tate. You familiar with his work? I was reading his email from him. I'm on his email list, and he was just talking about this just the other day. He was saying that a lot of people aren't willing to act unless they're sure that the path in front of them is safe. But, and this is something that I've talked about many times to my audience, is that, Adam, if you want to be successful, you have to risk failure, because there is no such thing as a perfect scenario in life. There are only trade-offs. Everything in life has a trade-off. Even things that look amazing from the outside looking in, when you get on the inside, you realize it's not as perfect as it seems. There's a trade-off for it. It's just a matter of what trade-off are you willing to make. So if you want to be a great boxer, for example, since we're talking about that, you have to be willing to get in the ring with someone who can beat you up and you beat them up. But if you don't risk getting beat up, you can't beat anybody else up, because you can't get close enough to hit somebody unless they're close enough to hit you. All right, that's just the way it works. All right, you get far enough away that they can't hit you, you can't hit them either. So nothing happens, right? There's two guys shadow boxing. So this is the way life is. And if you want to get into entrepreneurship, you are taking on the risk of losing your time and your money and your shirt going after that business in order to get the win of being a successful business person who everybody looks at and says, wow, look at that successful guy who built the business. But if you don't take the risk, then you cannot get the reward. And most people, the challenge most people have is that they minimize their risk, therefore minimizing their possibility of reward.
Is there a clever way to take risk?
Yes.
Or does it have to be completely, you know,
shoot from the hip? Go for broke. No, it doesn't have to be that all the time. And there are ways you can minimize your risk.